Hello, and welcome back to Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. I'm your host, Simon the Serpent. Well, I was marching along after the last fight last time and came upon another army. And I've captured this lord. Join us, and you'll be set free. I suppose not. Well, there's another lord down here. It's over. I've talked to the lords from the previous fight. None of them are interested either.
It's been a while.
Owner of Takor Castle. Join us. You'll be set free. Very well. Well, we have another army coming up. Namir is probably not worth much. That one's following me.
Oh, what? It's...
Alright, who is nearby? Ah, perfect. Stenaf. They're going after a castle. Perfect. We can attack them, and then, well, go on from there. Animals. I should probably throw some more soldiers in the garrison. Give it at least... Well, they have 100 with the militia. It's probably fine. Anyway, I'm going to cut away here and come back to you all a bit later. See you then. Okay, we are back. Well, after fighting the series of armies in this area, we threw our prisoners inside of Vladiv. I threw in a few extra soldiers in the garrison. I did keep the lords in my party for the time being. Barry Hall is still under siege. And my armies down here are going after this castle, it would seem. This one. So there's that. Hmm. 12 loyalty. They're starving. And there's no security. They may surrender without a fight. Anyway, let's move on to Sibir, which is what I'm going to lay siege to. I've also summoned more lords. I let most of them go around Vladiv, and as I got near here, I decided to summon some more. I may gain more soldiers. Fine, they can have him. Perhaps once my siege equipment's built, I'll assault the walls. These can join me. I will upgrade my soldiers. And I'll send them in. We have our victory. And we'll pillage it. Anyway, now that that's done, I'll cut away here and come back in a moment. See you then. Okay, we are back. Barry Hall is still under siege. This army has laid siege to this particular fortress, which is likely to fall, especially if this army joins in. As for myself, I've come to Varnovapol. I've sent a few of my lords that had very few soldiers away, and I'm going to lay siege to this one here. There are apparently 29 enemy clan members inside of the castle I just took. Not surprising considering how many I had with my party. A new castle. I really don't care who gets this one. Here you are, Adas. And they wish to declare war on the Northern Empire. I'm going to hold off on that. Take it with our numbers. We have roughly 3 times the number. Siege towers and everything. I might be able to take it. Good. And we'll pillage it. And since you're all wondering about the Northern Empire, there's enormous support to declare war on them. I think we could use fewer wars, but fine. 1400, not worth it. I may have to destroy some of these factions soon. They're at war with Vlandia. Good for them. Thorios is under siege again. Anyway, I'll cut away here and come back a bit later. See you then. Okay, I'm back. Well, I'm about to lay siege to Balgard. After that, I'll take Takor, Ove, and Omor Castle. Then I think I'll let my allies deal with the enemies in the north, while I move south and take the Asarai castles, possibly Garantor and Ortisia as well, and lift the siege of Barihal. But first, Sturgia. A large number of enemies inside. do have twice their number. A little more than that, actually. Alright, the siege equipment's down. Send in our soldiers.
Stop! I yield.
You're my prisoner. Now I suppose I'll sell this loot. I don't want to devastate it. We'll simply pillage it. And I'll take at least 55 of those soldiers out of here. Anyway, I'll cut away here and come back in a moment. See you then. Okay, I'm back. Well, after reducing the garrison of Balgard a bit and selling some of my loot, I came upon this army just as I was about to lay siege to Takor. So, we're going to beat them and then take Takor Castle. Grand Prince Ragnvald. Surrender or die. Yield or fight.
Very well. Expect no mercy.
I give up.
Yes, you do.
Stop.
Prisoners, all the prisoners. Now, who shall get Balgard? This one, I suppose. I recently convinced this lord to join the Golden Serpent Kingdom. Anyway, I'm going to cut away here and come back in just a moment. See you then. Okay, we are back. I've sorted out all of my prisoners and things, and now I'm going to attack Takor. I've also disbanded a few soldiers and summoned some new ones. When they get below 50 soldiers in number, I usually disband them. Ah, seems my followers have captured Thorios. 3 communities. The Legion of the Betrayed wants another, it would seem. I'll give it to Adas. We might be able to take this by storm. We don't have quite 3 times the number, but we might have just enough to take the castle. And we do. I prefer to break down the walls if I have less than 3 times the castle's numbers. And of course take out the catapults along the wall. Saves more of my soldiers. I'll take all this. We need to sell more loot. Well, I will pillage this and move on to the next castles down the road. See you in a moment. Okay, now that I've sold my loot in Balgard, I'm going to attack Ove. I've disbanded my old army and I'm summoning a new one now. So, here we go again. Can't seem to find the siege towers. Oh well. All I really need are the catapults and perhaps a battering ram. I think we can take it. Just going to upgrade a few soldiers. And we'll send in our soldiers. Victory is ours. You're my prisoner. Good. I should reduce the garrison somewhat. Anyway, I'll cut away here and come back to you at Omor. See you in a moment. Okay, I'm back. Well, Thorios is under siege again. The siege of Barihal has ended. It would seem that the Aserai have grown tired of it. As for myself, I'm chasing down the small army before I attack Omor. After Omor, I think I will end this.
I give up.
I will end this video after Omor. Hopefully they have more room in the to sell prisoners in Omor. 1,200 defenders. That is significant. I will have to break down the walls, I think. I will see about my children momentarily. The siege must come first, unfortunately. Send in our soldiers. You are my prisoner.
Enough.
As are you. I will pillage it. Anyway, let's see what Tycho and Taimata are up to. On his 14th birthday, you gave Tycho a special present. You've seen him treasure it and believe it will shape who he is. You gave him a finely crafted game board. In adolescence, he began to take on serious responsibilities and compete with adults as a near equal. He managed to trade like a veteran merchant. Your child asked to borrow money to trade with a passing caravan. You figure he'd be sharpened and learn a lesson. But in fact, the boy secured a very lucrative deal. Outside events also intruded on Tycho's adolescence. You believe he was particularly shaped by an outbreak of unrest. This event increased his skills in charm and leadership. After a particularly hard winter, your tenants began to murmur about rising up and seizing your granaries. Tycho convinced them to be patient and wait for relief. Well done, my son. You are a worthy heir. Taimata. At her 14th birthday, I gave Taimata a special gift. I have seen her treasure it and believe it will shape who she is. I gave her a magnificent steed. You had second thoughts about giving your child such a spirited animal, but she leapt upon its back and galloped like the wind across your pastures. In adolescence, she began to take on serious responsibilities and compete with adults as near equals. She managed to win a race. She won a friendly horse racing competition and was rewarded with a magnificent saddle. Outside events also intruded upon Taimata's adolescence. You believe she was particularly shaped by an influx of wild beasts. This event increased her bow and scouting skills. Taimata joined a hunting pursuit of a pack of wolves who had been ravaging the local livestock. She tracked and took down one of the beasts with an arrow. I suppose I should put more soldiers in the garrison. And then move on to the Aserai Desert in the south. should do. Before I put any more soldiers in the garrison, let's see if we can chase down this one. I should have enough to defeat him, though we are disorganized at the moment, so I should be cautious. Oh, I forgot to go to the tavern and to sell my prisoners.
Enough.
And I think with that I'm going to end off the video. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed the video, such as it was. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. See you then.